Hello, my friends. Welcome back to English Unleashed. In today's episode, we are going to learn English through the beautiful movie Soul. This story is emotional, thoughtful, and full of simple but powerful ideas about life. And do not worry, I will tell it in clear and easy English, so you can relax, listen, and enjoy. This movie is about dreams. It's about music. It's about purpose. But more than that, it is about the small moments in life that many people forget to notice. So take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's begin. Joel Gartner is a middle-aged man who lives in New York City. He is a music teacher in a middle school. He teaches children during the day. He loves music more than anything else in the world. Music is not a hobby for him. It is his passion. A passion is something you love very deeply and strongly. But in his heart, he wants something more. He loves jazz. Jazz is not just music for him. It is the thing that makes him feel alive. When he sits at the piano, he feels free. He feels happy. He feels like he's exactly where he should be. Joe has a dream. He wants to become a real jazz musician. He does not want to spend his whole life only teaching in a classroom. He wants to play on stage. He wants to play with great musicians. He wants his life to feel special and meaningful. One day, Joe goes to school as usual, but that day becomes very important. The principal offers him a full-time teaching job. It is a safe job. It is a stable job. Stable means secure and steady. Many people would feel lucky to get this offer. His mother would certainly be happy. She wants Joe to have a safe future. But Joe is not excited. He smiles. But inside, he feels disappointed. He does not want to stay in the school forever. He does not want safety as much as he wants his dreams. He wants music. He wants jazz. He wants the big chance that he has been waiting for all his life. Then something surprising happens. After school, Joe meets one of his former students, Curly. Curly is now a drummer, and he tells Joe that a famous jazz singer needs a piano player. Joe cannot believe it. This is the kind of opportunity he has always hoped for. Joe quickly goes to that singer's audition. An audition is a short performance where someone shows their skill. Joe sits at the piano and starts to play. At first, he is nervous, but then something changes. He stops thinking. He stops worrying. He lets the music lead him. Joe forgets the room. He forgets his fear. He just plays from his heart. His hands move naturally, his heart opens, and he plays beautifully. The singer listens carefully. She sees that Joe is not just playing notes, he is feeling the music. He understands it deeply. She asks him to play again, and this time in a different style. Joe does very well. The singer is impressed, and she gives him the job. Joe is overjoyed. He is extremely happy. He walks into the street full of energy and excitement. He feels like everything is finally changing. He feels like his real life is about to begin. But then, in one terrible second, everything goes wrong. Joe falls into an open manhole in the street. Suddenly, he is no longer in New York. He is no longer in his normal body. He finds himself in a strange place, moving with many other glowing souls toward a bright light. Joe slowly realizes something shocking. He has died, or at least he is very close to death. Joe cannot accept this. He is not ready. He has waited his whole life for this moment. He finally got his dream job, and now it is all disappearing. He begins to panic. He jumps away from the line of souls, and instead of going into the bright light, he falls into another strange world. This new place is called the Great Before. The Great Before is where souls prepare before they are born on earth. It is soft, bright, peaceful, and very unusual. New souls come there to develop their personalities before they begin life as human beings. Joe meets funny, calm beings called the Jerrys. They explain that each soul gets different parts of a personality. Some souls are confident, some are shy, some are kind, some are serious. Joe tries to explain that he does not belong there. He says he's not a new soul. He says he is a grown man with a life, a job, and a performance waiting for him. But the Great Before has its own system, and nobody seems ready to send him back. Joe then learns that before a soul can go to Earth, it must receive a special badge. The badge becomes complete when the soul finds its spark. Joe thinks he understands right away. He believes a spark means the one special thing a person is meant to do in life. Because he wants to return to Earth, Joe makes a plan. He decides that if he helps a soul find its spark, maybe he can use the badge to escape and return home. By mistake, one of the Jerrys thinks Joe is a mentor. A mentor is someone who guides and helps another person grow. So, Joe is sent to help a soul who still has not found her spark. The soul is called 22. And 22 is not easy. She is clever, sarcastic, stubborn, and completely uninterested in life on Earth. Sarcastic means speaking in a sharp, mocking way. Stubborn means refusing to change your mind. 22 says she does not want to live. She says Earth is full of trouble, stress, and disappointment. Many great mentors have tried to help her before, but all of them have failed. Joe becomes her new mentor, but honestly, he's not thinking much about her. He is thinking about himself. He wants to help her quickly complete the badge and go back to his body. So he tries many times. He shows her examples of human life. He talks about food, music, fun, and beautiful experiences. But 22 is not impressed. She answers everything with doubt or jokes. Joe becomes frustrated. He becomes upset because things are not working. But still, he keeps trying. Eventually, Joe and 22 meet a strange group of souls who understand the space between life and death. One of them is a funny man named Moonwind. He explains that some people on Earth become so deeply focused that their souls leave normal awareness for a while. This can happen in a beautiful way, like through music, but it can also happen in a dark way, through obsession or sadness. With Moonwind's help, Joe and 22 finally get a chance to return to Earth. But something goes wrong. Joe does return to Earth, but not in the way he expected. When he wakes up, he discovers that he is inside the body of a cat, and 22 is inside Joe's body. Joe is terrified. He cannot believe this disaster. He sees his own body walking around, talking and moving, but it is 22 inside it. He tries desperately to control the situation. He follows 22, now in his human body, and tells her what to do. He wants to fix the mistake as quickly as possible. But while Joe is stressed and angry, 22 begins to experience life on Earth for the first time. And slowly, something beautiful begins to happen. She tastes pizza and is amazed. She feels the wind and smiles. She looks at the sky. She notices the trees, the sounds of the city, and the warmth of a simple moment. These are not huge things. They are small things, ordinary things. But to 22, they feel magical. This is important because Joe has spent so much time chasing one big dream that he has forgotten how important small moments can be. As the day continues, 22, inside Joe's body, speaks to people in Joe's life. She talks to his barber, Des. Joe had always treated Des like just a barber, but 22 listens more carefully. She learns that Des once wanted to become a veterinarian, but life took him in a different direction. And still, his life has value. He still connects with people. He still matters. This is a quiet but powerful lesson. Life does not become meaningless just because it changes direction. Later, 22 also speaks with Joe's mother. Joe's mother loves him deeply, but she worries about his future. She wants him to be safe. She does not trust the unstable life of a jazz musician. Their relationship has tension, but there is also real love there. Step by step, 22 starts to understand something she never understood before. Life is not only about pain or pressure. It is about little joys, a good conversation, a warm breeze, a slice of pizza, a leaf falling from a tree, a simple feeling of being alive. Eventually, Joe and 22 return to the spiritual world. By now, 22's badge is complete. It seems that she has finally found her spark. But instead of responding with kindness, Joe makes a selfish choice. He takes the badge for himself because he wants to return to Earth and play at his big jazz performance. He is still focused on his dream. He is still thinking that this one important event will make his life complete. But 22 is deeply hurt. She had started to care about life. She had started to feel ready. And now Joe makes her feel that her feelings were just useful for his plan. Joe returns to Earth in his own body. He gets dressed. He goes to the performance. He steps onto the stage with the singer, and he plays beautifully. The music is wonderful. The moment is real. This is everything he has wanted for years. And yet, After it ends, Joe feels something strange. He does not feel complete. He does not feel transformed in the way he expected. The singer tells him a story about a young fish who is searching for the ocean, without realizing that he is already in it. The message is simple. Sometimes people spend their lives chasing one big thing, while missing the life that is already around them. That idea stays with Joe. Later, he goes home and sits quietly at the piano. He looks at a few small objects from the day, simple things that 22 loved while she was in his body. A leaf, a piece of pizza crust, a small candy, and suddenly, these tiny things feel important. They remind him that life is not only about achievement, it is also about experience. It is about noticing. It is about being present. As Joe plays the piano, he enters a deep emotional state and returns once more to the spiritual world. There he finds 22, but she is lost. She has become dark, hopeless, and full of self-doubt. She now believes she is not good enough for life. This time, Joe finally understands. He stops thinking about success. He stops thinking only about himself. He simply tries to help her. He gently shows 22 that a spark is not just one job, is not one talent, it is not one big purpose. A spark is not a good career. It is not a prize. It is the desire to live. It is the ability to enjoy being part of life. This is the heart of the movie. Joe had believed that jazz was his one purpose, but now he understands that music is something he loves deeply, not the only reason for his existence. Life is bigger than one dream. A dream matters, yes, but life is made of many things: music, people, moments, feelings, connection, light, taste, movement, and wonder. Joe gives 22 her badge back. This is an act of kindness, but it is also an act of understanding. He helps her move toward Earth with peace. At last, he becomes the mentor she truly needed. Then Joe is ready to accept his own end. He has learned what he needed to learn. But the Jerrys see his growth. They see that he has changed. And because of this, they give him one more chance to live. Joe returns to Earth again. This time, he is different. He is not only chasing the future now, he is ready to truly live. He is ready to notice life. He is ready to appreciate ordinary moments. The movie does not tell us every detail of what Joe does next. But that is not the point. The point is that he will live with open eyes now.